And we're live.
And that's why Tusk is a modern masterpiece.
Yeah.
Indeed, sir.
It's very insightful.
Oh, sorry. Hey, everyone. Hey,
Yes.
So we are back with the full crew.
Yay!
Look at
Sure,
us.
everything's working. Hey, okay, got sound, got video. We are good to go.
Pro streamers, all the way.
Always.
What's going on?
Ain't no
Wu-Tang?
stream as slick as this one.
Andreas, hello. MK.
Hey!
Wu-Tang.
Morton Kane, the creepy bot. He's here today too.
Oh,
So
that pretty
Wu-Tang for
bot.
life. Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang!
What's up, Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang, I love you, but can I get to my intro before you start throwing bits at us already?
Dude, thank you.
I haven't even taken off my shirt yet, bro.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
So I know what we'll be starting with as soon as our intros are
Yep.
done. Thanks so much, dude. I
The
appreciate
shirt
it.
comes
No,
off, he takes the
you.
bits back,
No,
right?
don't-
That's what's gonna happen.
No, you're bad. It's all good. I'm just picking on you. I appreciate it. Really, I do. Well, I'm sure they appreciate it because I don't get divine favors. So,
None for Seth.
it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
I'm instituting a new
Oh,
rule
man.
after this episode.
Hey.
So it's been a while, guys. Do you all want to tell everybody who you are? Maybe.
No.
It's been so long they
Okay.
forgot.
Well, that's cool too.
I'd like to remain a mystery.
I'd like to recuse myself from myself.
I'm cultivating an air of mystery this week.
Just
Uh,
this week, though.
oh man. Should we go? Should we do this?
Oh,
Let's
Do it.
thanks for the
All
resub,
right.
Falcon of Venom. Sorry, good.
Falcon. Ooh, a nice axe coming across. Hey everyone, Kevin Hit here. Glad to be back. We got the whole crew. That's kind of cool. I play Arthur Agravain. He is a paladin. The moniker we give him is a sea paladin. He was born of the sea, in the sea, loves water, and he's in this Underdark. Not really loving it because there's no water there. You can let's see. From what I remember, last something kind of big happened, and then Arthur poured out all of his water, and he doesn't have any left.
Nope.
No, seriously, glad to be back. And I guess that's it for me. We'll pass it on.
Hi, everybody. I'm MK. I play Halifers, the bard who plays the slide whistle.
Yeah, he does.
Wow, I just ran out of facts.
Fact, you Rickroll the Beholder.
Oh, yes!
This is
yeah,
a fact
Halifers
for
who
life.
also
Fact.
plays the ukulele and Rickroll the Beholder in the past. And also brought Zan back to life. So that's pretty exciting.
It's very exciting.
Oh, yes, and died.
Oh, yeah, I died. Hey, guys. Hi. Hi, I'm Christina Seddon. I am playing Zan because she's alive again. We're a little worried there for a second. But yes, I'm playing Zan, the Celestial Warlock, who is at a -3 right now, I think. Resurrection's fun.
It's better than the alternative.
It's very much better than the alternative. Yep, that's about it. I think I've run out of facts now, too. It's you, Chris.
Oh, hi, it's me. I'm
Who's
Chris.
that guy?
Who's this guy?
What's
I
that
am.
guy? Why are you in
Who
here?
invited this clown? I'm Chris. I'm playing Gold Longkeeper, our swashbuckler battle master, who is here.
Your fun fact is that you tickled Arthur. If
I
you remember,
ran my hands lovingly through Arthur's hair.
he did. It was glorious.
It was more of just like a brush, like a caress.
And then
It was a gentle caress.
It was a gentle caress, yes.
Yeah.
the little shit is fast. I tried to tackle him and miss.
He's not that fast at everything he does.
That's not what the rumors say, sir.
Okay, well,
Hey. All right now.
that's for Rise of the Templar. That's
Which
after dark
devil's on the
game.
rise,
That's the
man?
after party. Jesus.
So, geez, what happened last time? We had Zan, who immediately gated away one of my most powerful monsters I've ever thrown at these people. Almost immediately.
That is literally, you literally gave me a scenario in which banishment is it. Like, come
That's
on,
what it's
what did you
for.
expect me? It's literally what it's for.
It was Garistro, and I really wanted to
No
play it.
banishment shaming, all right? We don't do that here.
So, in the meantime, they pressed on to the Drow City in the efforts to help Caitlana to take a position from the Matron Mother. And during the battle, Zan died, which may or may not be for her hubris in the Garistro.
Maybe.
But Cal and all his powers managed to start the ritual to bring back Zan. It was a very emotional scene. Everybody added a little bit to it, and she has come back to life, and they are now resting, I believe. If I remember correctly, we had Califrus who went to go take off a nap. We had Pebbles and I think Arthur were in the room with Christina. And Gaul and Caitlana were both outside, sort of having this moment of quiet, looking across the city itself. And as a other note, if you didn't catch last time, we had a one-shot for Zan, which I think ended in a very interesting culmination of things.
Not a one-shot kill, that was the week before.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, by all means, I would really suggest seeing, because I think it was a good time. If you can sit through the 5 hours that we played. But, yeah, it was a long session, but, I don't know. Christina, what happened to Zan during that? Do you remember?
I'm very aware of what happened.
But the audience might not.
Yeah, so we found out what happened to Mahara, so.
Yeah. Heart-wrenchingly, she was this far away.
She was.
And Zan had no idea, and still doesn't. But Christina knows.
Yeah, she does.
And that's how Seb gets ya.
I do. God, it was so much fun. Okay.
You're a horrible human being, but we love you anyway.
Things every DM wants to hear.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Feels good. Really nice.
Feels good. Feels good.
Feels good in the heart region there. So let's just go ahead and start this scene. That's not the song I wanted to play, so I'll turn that off immediately. So
No redo, Seth. Commit to it.
How about I commit to Elemental Evil by Mr. Chris Bissett?
Ooh, who's that guy?
Ooh. I hear he's a very talented musician.
I hear that's slander and lies.
Slander and lies. Oh, by happenstance, Chris, you are the lucky recipient of our divine favor by Mr. Wu-Tang today. I will need you to roll me a d6,
Well
please.
deserved, sir.
Yay!
D6.
Yes.
See if I can remember how to do this. There we go.
A 2. You've been granted
I already have one as
Supreme
well.
Fortune.
Nice.
1 reroll of any single to hit, ability check, or saving throw.
Nice. I think I already had that one as well, so I've got 2 of them now.
You got 2 of them.
Hey.
Not that you'll need them by any means.
Oh no, never.
Is that loud to you guys?
That's perfect for me.
No, it's good.
Okay, good deal. I had to upload all the MP3s since Roll20 decided to get rid of fan bursts, so
Lame
just a
sauce.
forewarning. In the scene here, we have hours passing as Zan rests from the wonderful power word kill that she had taken, and the following resurrection.
Wonderful.
Sorry, I was reading the chat there. So we have outside. Gaul, Caitlana has been standing with you for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we had Arthur here who's complaining about now, okay, how about 2 brown lines there, Arthur? Does that work for you?
Sorry.
Even it out.
We had to even out the brown
Perfect.
lines here.
You're the man.
No, I'm not.
Thanks,
It's
sir.
off-center
That's
now. Now it's driving me nuts.
That looks great.
Okay, I'm done playing with stuff. So it's been a few hours. I would imagine you two are probably just standing in silence at this point.
Yeah, our goal was keeping watch
Right.
while people rested.
So the hours have passed. And Caitlana, with heavy drooping eyes at this point, finally looks over to you, Gaul. Perhaps it is time for you to rest yourself. Why don't I go grab Arthur and I will send him out to you.
Gaul just nods.
So she turns and disappears back into the building. Moments later, Arthur, you are gently shaken awake by the visage of a drow elf looking down upon you.
Wearily, Arthur will shake his head just a bit.
Okay.
And sit up. And my turn for the watch.
Yes, I think he needs his rest too.
Arthur will roll up his bedroll, and he'll look for Pebbles.
Pebbles is actually like curled up against Zan at this point on the bed.
And Arthur will get up, move around, and whisper in Pebbles' ear, "Leave not her side." And he'll get up and walk towards where he thinks Gull is standing.
Okay. So, Gaul, it's not too long after that Arthur comes stumbling out. Imagine probably wiping the sleep from his eyes at this point.
Mouth like a bear's ass because he's all out of water.
Dick
Gull
move,
just-
man.
Gaul will just quietly like clap Arthur on the shoulder and then go get in bed. He's not feeling particularly talkative. In bed, on the floor.
With an understanding look, Arthur turns. He'll look at Gull once, nod, and then go to where Gull was standing to assume that post.
Okay. So Arthur, your sights are pretty much just filled with quiet walkings of the street. Nothing that's really like attracting your attention. And no one seems to approach you guys. It's as if word has already spread throughout the city that you are not to be trifled with.
So I'm like at the temple entrance on the outside.
Yes, yeah.
So I have a purview of like all the city, and if anybody were to start walking up the steps, I would be able to see that from here.
Absolutely, yeah. And this
Okay.
this is like in the pretty much the center part of the entire city at this point, so you have a good view of many
Okay.
lanes spread out before you.
All right, and is there any? Basically, am I just going to be on my feet this whole time then?
Unless you'd like to sit down on the steps or something, by all means, you could do that.
No, for now, Arthur will stay on his feet, trident in hand, kind of looking like a guard.
Okay. So, Gaul, what are you're going to go
Sleep.
sleep? Okay.
Yeah, don't want that exhaustion, man.
Are you watching over Zan, or what are you doing?
Literally just gonna sleep. I've been keeping watch and not get my head down.
Okay. So you go into the door. You can see Zan, who's still sleepily on her side. Pebbles isn't there though. Seems he has taken off somewhere, as he's tend to do.
Better not be eating somebody.
Did he like poof? Where'd he go?
You don't know. You are asleep.
True.
Is anybody else awake?
Cal is not there, so generally it's just you and Zan at this point.
Okay. He looks around kind of confused for a second that nobody who expected to be there is there, but he trusts out. There's no other ways in and out of this place, are there?
Not to your knowledge.
No. So trusting Arthur to keep watch, he's going to go kind of towards the back of the room, where he can see the whole room if he sits up and just get his head down.
Sure. What is your passive perception, Zan?
Good question. Dun, 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 dun.
It's D&D.
11.
11.
So high.
So you have a plus
So
one.
yeah, roll high. Very high. Yes, +1.
How appropriate. You just rolled a natural 20. So, Gaul, though trying to be quiet, you might scuff your foot against the floor or something. Just enough noise to rouse Zan. So Zan, you see the room. There's no warm body next to you. The sheets are still a little bit warm from where Pebbles had been laying there. But, and of course, there's a slight odor from them, as dogs are ought to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see Gaul, who's sort of drug himself into the room, into one far corner, resting.
Hi. Is it time?
No, go back to sleep, Zan. It's late. You need to rest.
Yeah. You coming or going?
Going to sleep.
All right. You all right?
Will be.
All right.
Are you?
Better than I was 6 hours ago, I guess, this point.
Who knows?
Yeah. Thank you. All of you. Thank you.
It's okay. You would have done the same for us.
Of course, yes. Can I say something?
Sure.
I heard you when I was I heard you. All of you.
Good. We wanted you to hear us.
It's more, you know? You and Cal and Arthur, fucking Pebbles at this point, I guess. You're the closest thing that I've had to family in a very long time. But it's more for you, I think. It's more. And I think it has been for a while.
Okay. I think you've just been through something very big and very scary, Zan.
Haven't we all?
But you especially.
I
It's
didn't
not
have to see it happen.
It's not every day you wake up from death. And you were dead. Don't make any mistake about that.
I know. But I guess that's why I needed to say something. I suppose. That's all.
I don't really know what to say to you, Dan.
Don't say anything. She'll sort of go under her pillow and take out the flask.
I fucking knew you were going to get that fucked out.
And she'll sort of hold it out. Just think about it. I know you don't make rash decisions.
I'm glad somebody knows that.
She'll hold it out to you.
He'll take a drink.
Think about it, and I'm sure you'll let me know.
I think we both need to get some sleep, Dan.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Sleep well.
You too.
She'll go
And
to
then
sleep.
Gol will go sleep next to her. Not touching. Just near.
She'll allow it.
Interesting.
Kalana's gonna stab you in your sleep.
Okay. Is that where this scene goes to black, I suppose? Or not doing like a Wayne's World like alternative.
No.
Go back and redo it.
Let's do the Scooby-Doo ending. Okay. So we drop the veil on that scene. Califrus.
Oh no.
Resting easy for the evening. Sleep has taken you. Not sure how long you've been sleeping, but you definitely feel something rouse you. 2 points around your shoulders, sort of laying on top of you at this point.
Oh god, Pebbles is eating someone.
Oh gosh. Should I? Cal's gonna just do this. He's just, whatever it is, he's probably half asleep, he's got no idea what's going on, and he's just gonna throw his arms out and try to get whatever's on him off of him.
Okay. So you push back and your hands sort of sink into like this familiar fur. Stinking breath kind of yelps out in your face. And through bleary eyes, you sort of rubbing the sleep from as quick as you can, you see Pebbles sitting at your feet at this point, on top of the bed, staring at you, tail wagging.
Oh my god, Pebbles, I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
Pebbles.
Well, I mean, how often are you and I gonna get these little moments alone, right?
Yeah, I know you love our moments alone, Pebbles.
Yeah.
I know you do.
So I heard from one of the drow out there, they say that, you know, when you're in the Underdark, nobody can hear you scream.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Have you finally decided to kill me in my sleep?
No,
Oh, Pebbles,
I mean-
you're so kind.
Well, I did you the justice of waking you up first, at least.
All right. What can I do for you, Pebbles?
Okay, so, he sort of jumps off the side of the bed and leaps back onto it, and there's just like this really pale-skinned looking dead lizard in his mouth. And he sort of drops it on top of the bed. I heard you humans like gifts. I'm sorry, I don't know what you like. Oh God, this is kind of embarrassing.
Well, let me help you out. I assume you probably haven't done this for Zan or anything. Usually we like our gifts to be
Alive?
non-living things or things that have not lived in the past. Usually.
So no.
Generally. But
Nope.
Cal's gonna daintily pick up the lizard and just drop it on his bag and be like, I will take this. This is your first step, Pebbles. This understanding people is your first step.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not really good at this kind of stuff. You know, Cal, I know you and I got off on the wrong foot. But I just want to say thanks. So thanks.
Thanks. Okay. You're welcome, Pebbles. I don't know. I guess you're saying thanks about the whole Zan situation, and you know, you're pretty tough too, so you know, thank you for exploding people's minds at times.
Well, I have a particular set of skills. So.
Pebbles is Liam Neeson.
But yeah, it's look, Cal, and it sort of lays down and whimpers a little bit. I don't know what I would have done without her.
You've really gotten attached to her, haven't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
He woke me up to tell me this. Cal just kind of like gives him little head scritches and says, well, don't worry, buddy. She is alive now. Mostly. For the time being. So, you know, don't sweat it.
You haven't given many pep talks in your life, have you?
Yeah, you know, I haven't. I was always the one being talked at.
Yeah.
So,
Talked at? What do you mean by that?
you know, you know, like people telling me what to do and that, you know, I gotta be brave and whatnot.
I usually just got things thrown at me.
That's one way to say it.
I guess you and I aren't too different.
Maybe not. I mean, you know, there's the whole dog thing, and then the human thing, and the lizard thing, and we'll have to work on that.
Well, I can't really change what I am.
No, I meant the distinct sort of differences. Maybe next time as a gift, you should try a cool-looking stick. People love cool-looking sticks.
Well, not to burst your bubble, but there's not exactly a lot of trees down here.
A cool-looking rock.
There are a
We'll go
lot
for
of
that.
rocks. There are a lot of rocks. I did see some really pretty fungus, but it kind of just was spitting at me, and I don't know. I had a bad feeling about it.
That's good. If you have a bad feeling about it, avoid it. But, thanks for taking care of her too, Pebbles.
Well, you're welcome. So, I guess all I really want to say was thanks, and for the time being, I've decided not to replace you.
Okay. I'll be sure to write that one down, Pebbles.
Excellent. So, I guess I'll get out of here then. You sure you don't? Do you want the lizard? I can take the lizard with me if you don't want the lizard.
You know, I'll keep the lizard. It was a nice gift.
Just as a forewarning, I'm not entirely sure if it was poisonous or not. So,
I will be sure to touch it with gloved hands.
Yeah. Okay.
And dispose of it properly. I mean,
Probably-
re-gift it properly.
I'm sensing some deception in your words, but this will be the moment that we trust one another.
It's good. And with that, Cal, probably having this entire conversation half awake, will just lay right back down.
Okay.
And
You'll think
he
it was all a
attempts
dream
sleep.
when you went to sleep.
Until
Why
you
is there a
see the
lizard in
lizard.
my
Okay, so Cal returns back to sleep. And the hours pass in the night. Arthur, you haven't really seen any movement, as I said. It's been very quiet. People are tending to just decide not to encroach on the temple at this point. And what you would assume is several hours have passed now. Do you wish to finish up some rest, wake somebody up?
Arthur stands guard.
Okay.
Make Zan take a guard. She's just being lazy.
It's true. Get my ass up. I'm at a -3 after a sleep? Yeah, let's do it.
You're good. You're good to go for a while. Okay. So,
Just lay her
Down
down.
from a -4, just a -3 now. Hey.
We'll lay you down on the steps, just put a sword in your hand and wait.
Even in her normal, she's an 8 strength, dude. Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay, a butter knife.
okay, so the hours pass, and it's not long. We'll say 4 to 5 hours have passed at this point, and the door to the room that Zan and Gaul are sharing currently slowly ekes open. You guys have had probably enough time to get some rest at this point. And it slightly rouses you from your sleep at this point. Standing in the doorway, you see Kate Lana, and you see Pebbles standing next to her.
On his hind legs, really weirdly.
Yeah.
Like Scooby-Doo?
Right?
Kilana?
So what you hear is, that motherfucker took my spot.
Good morning.
I'm sorry, did I interrupt something?
Then no, not at all.
I can come back in a few minutes if you wish.
No.
If by something you mean sleep. Yes.
Is it time?
I think it is time, yes.
Sort of gets very quickly out of.
Gaul sleeps in all his clothes, so it's fine.
I sort of need to have a discussion with you all.
Sort of need to, or need to?
Is more a need, yes.
In regard to the temple?
To the temple and other things, yes.
And the army that you promised us.
Yes, in the army that I promised you.
All good things, I hope.
We shall see.
That means no.
No, it does not mean no. Just there are more steps that need to be taken.
All right.
Okay.
I shall wait for you in the main chamber where the matron mother had fallen. If you could gather your friends together, we shall talk further.
All right. We shall meet you there soon.
She sort of smiles and steps back from the door with her hand just gingerly holding on to the handle of it. I shall give you 5 more minutes. You are.
Goal's going to go find Arthur.
Yeah.
Okay. So, her and Pebbles both actually walk back to where the chamber can be found. So you all are going to rouse the rest of your party. Is there any sort of interactions we'd like to go over before we get to this, or are we good to go on that point?
As Arthur walks in with Gull and reassembles the group together, he'll ask, "Where's your dog?"
The dog's from Ketlana.
Indeed. When did Pebbles become so fond of Ketlana?
Is this to Gall? Is this to me?
Open question. He just says it to everyone.
Ask Pebbles.
I would say yes. Don't think Pebbles is very fond of most people, honestly.
Cal's in the room, right? Cal's here. Cal can hear this. I'm assuming.
I was,
Yeah, we're all getting together. Yeah.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Cal's wearing. You know how Cal has that magical armor? He's got like one of those hats and like stripy pajamas.
Yes.
Presto
Like-
changeo.
Bed socks.
Yes. So Cal is like, well, he gave me a present that was like a lizard last night. He said he wasn't gonna replace me anymore or whatever. I think he's cool. I think he's fine. I think everything's gonna be okay.
That's a pretty solid testament of care and affection from Pebbles. Let's be perfectly honest.
Still don't trust him. He eats people, Zan.
Yes, I am aware. But, with some direction.
All I'm
No.
saying is, if Arthur ate a person, we'd be having serious words about whether he came with us.
Being as Arthur is a person, there are a few differences. I'm not going to lie. So, I think with the proper direction, Pebbles will be just fine.
Rule 1, don't eat people.
Without consent.
Humans are friends, not food.
Not food. Exactly. He never knew his father.
Up until this point, when had Pebbles ever enjoyed the company of Ketlana? This concerns me.
We should go and see what she has to say. We don't want to be here any longer than we need to.
Yes,
with Gull. I'd
we
like
don't
to
have time
leave.
to delay here.
What do we have, like 2... How long do we have to get to the temple now?
Probably 3 days, I think.
Yeah, a few
4
days.
days.
That's what you're guessing, 3 or 4 days. Probably closer to 3 days at this point.
Oh, yeah, we slept, yeah.
Nothing like cutting it fine, eh? Saving the world at the last minute.
Well, makes for a better story, I suppose. If we're alive to tell it.
Usually helps.
Yeah. Well, let's go see what she wanted to discuss.
Okay. So you all enter the main chamber of the temple from a few hours ago at this point. Seeing Ketlana stand on the other side where the matron mother would have once stood. The ground's still fresh with blood from the battle from before. She sort of paces back and forth in front of the table. And Pebbles is just off to one side of her. He's not like standing next to her, but just sort of waiting. So, how was your rest?
Short.
It was rest.
I am sorry to rouse you so soon, but as you know, our time is growing short.
Very aware of that.
Priorities.
She moves to the table and presses both of her palms down on it. I must be forthcoming with some information. You will probably not like what I have to say.
I don't think I've ever liked anything you've had to say, Kilton.
Arthur's gonna go stand close to Gull, worried if Gull's gonna jump over the table and put his little sticky ear through her throat. So he kind of just nudges over towards Gull. Won't be able to catch him, but he's gonna try to.
She sort of sighs and lowers her gaze to the top of the table itself. As you know, I brought you all here for a very particular reason. And I said that I could lead you to the temple itself, but that is not true.
You can't
Please
take
elucidate.
Are you admitting that you lied to us?
Yes,
us. Oh, we
Arthur.
fucking know she lied to us this entire time.
But I do know someone who can.
Oh, for God's sake. We don't have time for this shit, Caitlin.
She sort of leans back and digs down into her robe. And what she withdraws is this small strand of braided white hair. She places it on the table before her. I could not do this without the staff or your help. But I have promised you to get to the temple, and I will keep that promise. But first, I must bring back someone who knows the way.
Just out of interest, if we hadn't come here with you and we'd said, no, we're going to the temple, what would have happened?
I imagine you would probably eventually have died down here.
And we should trust you now because...
I am not sure that I've given you much reason to trust me from the very beginning, Cole.
None whatsoever.
I died for her. I
Yes,
think she owes me at this point.
that I do. You see, I was driven from here a long time ago. I think I recollected this story to you not long.
Yeah, you wanted to teach your people to love.
That is not the truth of what I said, Cole.
Hmm.
I have no desire to teach them anything. But I was removed for falling in love. You see, my kind do not, how do you say, they did not teach such ways. We use men, we use them for pleasure, for work, for knives in the dark, against our enemies. My path was not looked upon kindly. He met a gruesome fate, while I was simply turned away for the rest of my existence.
This, pointing at the hair, is this him?
She nods slowly. Without the staff, I could never have brought him. Not here. Not ever.
So not only can you follow the cultural norms of your people, but you are untrustworthy as well.
Arthur, I have no desire to take back any of the promises that I have given to you. Why, I might have been...
Except for the one where you take us to the temple.
This is true.
You.
I will not take you to the temple.
The most important promise.
But... And she looks down to the lock of hair. He will.
What is his name?
His name was Alik. He was my friend and my heart.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Time's a wasting.
She nods. And laying just behind the altar itself, she withdraws the staff of Loth.
I've no need to watch such things. And Arthur's gonna turn his back and walk away. Some feet until he can't. Is not within earshot.
Gotcha. The room comes alive with lavender as the incantation is spread from her. Her own image sort of turning translucent, almost like water. Sort of a cerulean. Her hair splays back behind her as if some wind is buffeting her. And from the hair itself knits what looks to be some sort of skeletal form at this point, weaving itself in and out. And finally a layer of flesh begins to knit across it. And she looks up to you all. At least those who remain. I know you do not like me. I know you do not know him. But if you can help me with this, all of our answers will come clear.
How do we help you?
Contribute. Zan will step forward. If what she said of you is true, then I don't think I have any more persuasion to give to you. Then come back. If you have enough, then come back.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion.
Oh yeah, I'm actually good at persuasion. I'm not Cal, but I'm actually pretty good. 25.
Excellent. We'll call that a success. So the room glows a little bit brighter, and almost a transparent layer of this black flesh begins to course across the form. You can almost see like the vitals beginning to knit themselves within the chest and rise and fall.
I guess Cal will step forward next. He's gonna look at Kaitlana kind of with sympathetic eyes, and then say, as his tribute, I know what it's like to go against what everyone else is telling you to do. And if you come back, I'll make sure that you can do what you want to do. I'll help protect you, I guess, is what I'm saying. I guess? I don't know.
I guess this too is going to fall under persuasion.
Oh no, Cal at persuasion.
Oh,
How
no.
awful.
Whatever will happen.
What will we do?
That one.
Oh no. What's 9 plus 13?
22.
Okay.
So that is a success.
Do we need one more? Have we got enough?
Arthur Arthur cares not of this man.
She looks to you, Gaul, shakes her head. I know you do not care for me or anything inside here. You do not have to contribute if you do not wish.
Gaul stepped forward and he looks down, and then he's going to look up at Caitlana, and it's like pure hatred. And then he looks down again. She says that she loved you and you loved her. So come back, or I'm going to cut her fucking heart out and burn it on this altar.
Ooh. Gosh, I think that's a persuasion with advantage on that.
Holy shit.
Where is my character sheet? Persuasion with advantage, you say? Thank
Yeah.
God for that. Because I ain't good at persuasion. With advantage, it's 15.
Okay, excellent. So once again, the room flares, and the flesh becomes solid. Caitlana reaches down and rests her lips upon the figure sitting on the altar, right now laying upon the altar. And then I will make my roll. And let me drop Alec in here. Oof, that was a close one. Okay, so she lays her lips upon his, and you can see the breath start to move in and out of his lungs. And tears are just wetting her face at this point. His eyes, a lavender, flare open as he takes his first breath, and who knows how long. And the two of them just begin to embrace each other, sobbing against one another's bodies.
A little embarrassed. Like, I'll turn away, give him a moment.
Let me... Sorry, I had to change the music a little bit there. Alright, so they finally... Well, he finally sits up with her, and she just sort of like straddles him at this point, holding on to him, crying against him. What seems like a long, awkward time for the rest of you. She finally looks up from behind his shoulder.
Gaul very conspicuously clears his throat.
Thank you all so very much. I know I do not deserve it.
You owe us now. Twice.
She nods. Alec, my love. She kisses him on the forehead warmly one more time before finally removing herself from him. He turns slowly, looking at the rest of you. Very, so like a lithe form. He looks like he's suffered a lot of hardships in his lifetime. And even with the spell of resurrection, his body is just covered in scars from head to toe. So are these the ones that have decided to help bring me back? He smiles warmly upon you all.
Welcome.
He shakily stands and moves toward you, Zan, since you're the first to speak. He offers a hand to you.
I'll take it.
I do not know why you are here, but I am happy to see you.
At this point, I don't have any fucking idea why I'm here either. But, well met. I'm Zan.
I am Alec. He looks to Califrus. A human. I must say this is the first time I've seen this. At least here.
We have 2 other whole humans that you can gaze your eyes upon from your brand new eyeballs.
He smiles and laughs, moving towards you and holding out a hand too. It's very shaky.
Cal offers both of his to kind of support him because he does look a little wobbly.
Yeah, a little bit. Thank you for your words.
You're welcome. I know what it's like to not be accepted.
I am happy to hear that and saddened by those words at the same time. But it appears you have a family here.
Cal kind of looks at the rest of the group and he's like, yeah, I guess so. And then looks at the dog.
And Gaul, he looks tentatively in your direction. Not just from your words that he heard, but he can just sense the anger and the animosity dripping off your form at this point. I know you did not wish to do it, but I appreciate it.
Gaul looks straight past him at Caitlana and says, "You owe us an army." And then he's going to go and turn and leave and go find Arthur.
Her eyes just follow you out.
I think that's the best you're going to get.
She sighs. Zan, do you love him?
I think there are more pressing matters at the moment.
Smooth.
I would take that as a maybe.
I'll get back to you on that, I guess.
I do not foresee us having further contact after this.
I think you know the answer.
She moves to you. She takes your hands and gently kisses your cheek.
She'll allow it.
Do not let him go.
I don't intend to.
She smiles. Runs a hand down your cheek, just patting it slightly. I am sorry for all the trouble I have caused you all. For all the lies. For everything.
Insight check.
If you would like to roll, by all means roll.
No. Surprisingly, I believe her.
She sort of straightens herself up. I suppose I have a new role to fill.
Yes, matron mother, you do.
I will send out the armies as soon as they can assemble.
A timeline on that, or
It will not take long. Word spreads fast here. Within the next day or two. We are always ready for war.
that's cutting it close, but I think that's the best we'll get.
Alec, she turns to him. Would you kindly show our friends to the forge? He sort of tips his head but smiles a bit. Why do they need to go to the forge?
Yes, why do we need to go to the forge?
They need access to the temple above. She smiles back at him, and he nods in understanding. Ah. I see.
I don't.
The forge is... well, it is renamed the forge by those who currently inhabit it.
And that would be...
Takes a long breath. A couple brothers of the giant variety. But much safer than going through the mazes of the mind flayers of the Duergar.
Are they friendly?
Well, they're fire giants, so
So, no.
perhaps you can barter with them. I don't know. I sort of had to run with it for my life last time I was there.
It just gets better and better. All right. So, through the forge equals
Through the fire and
temple.
flames.
He nods slowly.
And then more fire and flames.
Caitlana looks to you, Zan. You still have the key, yes?
Yes. Bag of holding. Yeah.
You will need it soon.
The moment we activate it, however,
Yes, he will know where you are.
so not until the last moment possible then.
Yes. That would be advisable.
Any other suggestions? Words of encouragement? Large, powerful magical items you might have lying around?
She smiles.
Friendly beholders.
Should I be writing a will?
We
Do you have a
do
beholder on a leash?
have an interesting means of transportation set up for you.
Define interesting?
Flying carpet, flying carpet, flying carpet.
Giant spiders, giant spiders.
Just fine.
No! Never giant spiders! The answer is never giant spiders!
Drow City, so you know.
It's true.
So she smiles and walks closer to you. If you're ready to go, I would love to show you.
She's so threatening in everything that she does.
It's so true.
Oh my god, she invented Pokemon. She's got all the Pokemon.
What a twist!
Catch 'em all.
I suppose we can be ready. I mean, of course. I'll gather the others.
And then
I
will-
mean, well, we might want to wait. We don't want to take a weird noodly man with us. We might want to take a man who can support himself without having to lean on something. Of course, we are running out of time.
And that's advice for everyone.
He looks.
PSA, folks.
He turns his gaze to Kaitlana at your words. I have all the support I need.
Okay. I'm gonna perceive how wiggly he looks.
He's pretty weak.
How noodly is this man?
May I roll wiggly perception?
I want to perceive his noodliness.
Roll for noodle.
So she.
He looks like the thing at the used car salesman.
He's a sock man.
So he leans heavily against her, of course, but she does her best to support his weight. He's not, like I said, not a large man. Looks like he's had a hard life at this point. She doesn't seem to have much of a problem supporting his weight.
So one trident poke away from death.
Probably wouldn't be. That'd probably be pretty accurate, yeah. Or re-death, I guess I should say. She begins to walk with him out the doors of the temple. I suppose.
Where did Gull and Arthur go at this point? Did you guys just walk further away? Did you leave? What?
I'm just wherever Arthur happens.
Yeah. I just walked outside of the purview of this resurrection outside of whatever, so I didn't have to hear it and bother with it. You know what I mean? So how many ever feet away that is?
I realized I had that whole scene and I didn't turn the map over for everybody to see. Probably just on the other side of that porculus, really. So,
That's where I'm standing with Gull.
Cool.
So Gall and Arthur, you watch Kaitlana, and I guess this would be the first time that Arthur had seen this drow man sort of rest his arm across her shoulder. Sort of looks to you, Arthur, and nods as they keep walking.
I guess we won't be far behind. It's time to go.
Finally.
I have a couple questions first.
Of course you do.
Can we
Walkie
make
talkie.
like that lovely play, The West Wing, and walk as we talk? I think that might be
This
appropriate.
episode directed by Aaron Sorkin.
Indeed.
Okay. So feel free to talk as you all begin to leave the temple steps and sort of head around the building and begin walking toward the back of what this massive cave would be. Slowly, of course.
Are we following this man to the temple that can barely walk himself?
This noodly man is our key to the temple.
Well, this noodly woman is already coming with you, so what's one more? And bit of a sideline. The expanse directly below the temple, apparently inhabited by fire giants at this point. May have to sneak or fight our way through.
Are you saying that the temple is merely above this place? Or are we having more days of travel?
Above, from my understanding.
It's not a coincidence, is it?
That there's a fire giant below the temple? I mean, maybe they like fire?
The big evil temple is directly above the Drow City.
Indeed.
I did think that. There's a lot here we still don't know. And I don't trust either of them. Where's Pebbles?
He would be walking alongside Zane at this point.
Pebbles.
Right there.
He's okay for you to eat if the time comes.
Goal!
I don't really like to taste the drow that much.
Get some variety in your diet. That's all I'm
Oh my
saying.
god. You can try Fire Giant. How's that?
I'm not sure that that's any better. But I never had it, so I guess I should.
Wait, have you had drow?
I have tried a drow, yeah, here and there, yeah. What's that look for? You know what I am.
I've never pretended to be anything but what I am.
Tonight, you. Where's that ham banana?
Love ham banana.
No hand banana, no!
Okay, any more further questions? Or
No, Your Honor.
okay, excellent. So what you all
Defense rest.
Defense rest.
defense rest. I hate describing this with MK away, but what you all end up going to, it seems to be around tunnel leading away from the city itself. Sort of similar to the one that you went to the original Temple of Loth through. It appears to have been carved out of the rock itself and not really natural in its existence. The man turns to you all and smiles. He lifts up under his shirt and takes this little silver whistle.
Wait, was he resurrected with the whistle?
He was, yes. Whatever he had on him is what I normally like to do because it makes things so much more fucking simple. He takes it and places it to his lips, and you hear air blowing through it, but you don't hear any real sound. Pebbles, on the other hand, drops to the ground and sort of whimpers in pain.
Are you alright?
Cal's gonna cover Pebble's ears.
He's like, it's so fucking loud.
I'm sorry, Pebbles.
Sorry, darling.
He finally lets it go, dropping it back beneath his collar. I would probably stand back if I were all of you.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If this is what I think it is.
And you feel the ground begin to shake and rumble. Just and you hear the rock crack and splinter before you as a massive row of circular teeth escape it. And it sort of hisses in your all's direction for a moment. Behind this pale, almost lavender flesh that it has. This massive worm. Some of the ones that you also saw within the Temple of Loth itself. Greets you. The man walks forward to it and reaches up a hand. And surprisingly, the worm lowers its face, its teeth withdrawing within. And he pets it, just on one side. And it's good to see you too, my old friend.
Okay. Cal has fallen back onto his butt and is skittering backwards and like yelling.
Zan is this.
So Alec turns and looks to you, Calaveras, in concern. It is all right. He will not harm you.
Cal is just kind of like,
What do you call him? Her? Them?
I have not bothered to find out the gender of such a creature, nor do I really think I care to know.
I think worms reproduce asexually.
It's very possible. I can't say that I bothered to find out.
Did you call it anything?
I just call him Worm.
We might need to work on that, but
With
alright.
a Y, so... We
Oh.
are a little bit more new age down here.
He looks like a Ronnie to me.
He looks up to the worm. Do you like that
Purple
name?
Ronnie.
It doesn't give much of an inclination back to him. I think he likes it.
That's a joke for the UK crowd.
Wormy McWormface.
Purple Ronnie.
So, you have a large worm in front of you.
And we all been
Yeah.
Can't say that I have. But it withdraws from the tunnel that it's created. God damn it, Chris.
Been there too? Yes.
Big angry purple worm right
Yep.
up in your face.
2 for 2.
I
3
knew-
for 3.
Oh Lord. Okay, so around
Knocking
its
it out of the park.
fuckers.
3 for 3.
You are the worst.
It's sort of
A large purple worm pulling out of the tunnel and getting in your
God damn
face.
it.
Got
God
it.
damn both of you. Shut up. Shut up.
okay.
Nothing but highbrow entertainment here on the
Oh
Grey
my
Hawk channel.
God.
Right.
Is there such a thing as pink worms in D&D?
We're done. We're done. You are done. You are finished. You are canceled, Kevin. You've been canceled.
Time out, Kevin.
I'm afraid to speak.
Then my work here is done.
Okay, excellent. I'm sure Kevin will love this. The worm withdraws from the cavernous hole.
Does it shrink at all?
It
Or
does
is
not.
still-
No, it's not water. It's not cold. So it's still its full length and girth, which is massive. It's
Oh my God.
probably a good 45 feet long and just massive.
Shit.
Has this situation got the gravitas you were in? So
Jesus Christ! I wish I'd never gone this route at this point. But strapped around it with heavy chains, you see what seems to be like some sort of howdah that's sort of like placed in the back of it. A place that you could ride upon if you wished.
Zan scrambling.
And it takes some time, but Caitlana does manage to get Alec upon it, at the helm of it. God damn it, Kevin.
Keep it together.
do this, Kevin.
Did I say fire giants?
No.
No, you said Caitlin at the helm of it.
Yeah. With
Your
beholders.
dick jokes are gonna get us killed, Kevin. Please.
That's not all me. Why are you putting it all on me? I'm pretty sure there was 3 other people in this room that said it too.
Oh god. Okay, so we all mount the worm.
So even Sam's joining in now.
Yeah, I just want to get the scene over with at this point.
Lean into it, Sam.
I assume you all are going on top
Yes.
of the worm.
Yes.
Yes. One
Cal is
worm
like
ride
holding
for
back
Cal.
tears the whole time.
Okay.
Cal, are you alright?
What exactly do we hold on to on this worm? Are there ridges?
The shaft. Hold the shaft
Okay.
firmly.
God damn it.
Cal, it'll be fine. We'll all be together. It'll be fine.
I just want this worm situation to end.
I think we all do at this point.
Yep.
Yes, we do. God damn
Yes.
D&D folks, it's a family-friendly.
Oh god. I'm glad we put up the disclaimer on this channel.
it. Okay. I'm just going to assume you all get on top of it, and we are on our way because this
We're riding the
ship has
worm. Let's
run
go.
its course.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We're done. We're good.
So the massive creature turns and begins to just begin digging at the earth itself with this massive row of circular teeth grinding into it. And you hear the rocks crunching beneath it. Seems that you all are going to be taking a more direct way to where you need to go. And I think, since we had that little detour, we're going to go ahead and take a break real quick, and we'll be back in a few
We
minutes.
need one for sure.
Yeah. I think I might go get a glass for my bourbon. I'm ready for it now. But we will come
Straight
back.
from the bottle with that last scene.
I'm ready.
Oh,
Attaboy.
Lord.
So we will be back in a few minutes, hopefully with less.
Fewer dick jokes.
Yeah,
Fewer dick
I'm
jokes.
sorry that
Fewer
I'm a
dick jokes.
terrible person.
Fewer dick
guys.
jokes.
I'm a
So-
terrible person.
That's
Only
a promise.
marginally fewer, but
Promise.
We'll be back. We're live.
No more dick jokes. Oh, no more dick jokes. No more.
Nope,
Clowns.
no more. No clones.
I've been admonished, chat.
No.
No more dick jokes or
Clowns.
killer clown gifts.
No.
I'm sorry.
clowns.
I'm sorry.
And this is how we spend our break time. So
I've got a muzzle.
God, where the hell were we at?
Oh Jesus! We were
Purple
riding
worm.
a purple worm.
Purple worm. Awesome.
Purple worm.
Sorry.
Purple worm.
We were riding a purple worm.
The artist
Only
formerly known
want
as
to
Worm.
see you riding on the purple worm.
Purple worm.
So, for simplicity's sake, you all begin to ride this creature through these narrow tunnels that it's creating before it, sort of plowing through the rock. Seems several hours have passed by now, but it seems to not stop. It seems quite adamant on getting itself to its course. But you do feel, perhaps in the rock around you, that it's starting to get rather warm. Air is beginning to heat up a little bit. Don't you fucking start with me, Kevin.
God damn it, Kevin! Stop it.
I can see you. So, Alec turns back. We're getting close. be prepared for anything.
Cal is nodding through tears. Mm-hmm.
No.
And finally, you all seem... I'm going to say this and I'm going to regret it.
Oh no.
You finally break through. The rock sort of shooting out in all directions. God damn it. Thank you, Avatar of Wrath, for the other divine favor that I'm not quite sure that they're deserving of at this point.
No, just I'm not. They are.
So
Just
what?
roll a d3.
So there's
You want a party sing along?
this massive wave of heat just billows against you all. In the tunnel before you, it's not large by any means, but you can see a slow moving rivulet of lava beneath you. And the heat is almost unbearable coming off of it. The air is almost hard to breathe. It's got that stench of sulfur in it. Alec instructs the worm to move to one side, turning back to you all. This is as close as I feel comfortable taking you at this point.
And the temple is...
He points down towards what would be the southeast, we'll say. Just follow the path. You'll see the forge before you.
And then up.
Enter the forge, down into the main forge area. And you will see the doors.
I
That will
guess
take
there's
you.
a difference between taking us to the temple and showing us where it is.
He sort of sighs at that. I don't know what is residing within the doorway at this point. I could be leading us straight into a trap. It was more for our own safety.
Of course, your own.
Zan will turn to Alec. Thank you. Be safe. Be well. Find a better name for this animal.
Ronnie.
Just say.
There's nothing wrong with the name Ronnie.
Well, I kind of like Ronnie.
Take care of her. She needs someone strong behind her now.
Give me a few days first, at least.
I completely understand.
Caitlana turns to smile at you all. I am sorry it took so long to get you to this point, but we are here. Be safe. Damn it, Chris.
Owning it.
No, nobody in the chat knows what just happened.
Owning it.
Take care of one another, huh? And remember, do not pull the key till the last moment possible. You will not have long. Even though you...
Sincerely hope we never meet again.
that is your wish, then I hope so too.
And Gol will dismount the worm.
She sort of looks to Caliphus, who's probably still shaking at this point. And you may need to help your friend.
Cal.
Cal is like probably just like on the worm and then off the worm.
No. Oh, Cal. Oh, no. Oh.
He's at this point he's just trying to pretend the worm doesn't exist. Cal does not like worms.
Understandable. Go with Go with Gol. Go with Gol. Go over there. Over there.
Cal's gonna go over to Gall and just like hold onto his sleeve like a child.
Cal, you could make your clothes look like a worm, and you could cosplay as a worm.
Oh my god, no, what? Oh no. Cal leaves Gall. And he's gonna go to the ground and start making shapes. He's gonna draw his family. I miss my family.
While
Cal.
rocking
real
back and
family.
forth.
Cal.
Okay, so you all finally take your leave of the creature, and the two drow riding atop it have withdrawn back. You all are left in a corridor of fire and smoke.
So, does anybody have any fucking idea where to go?
Let's go see what we may at the forge. See what we're looking at. Some reconnaissance, perhaps, and then plan a course of action.
Sure. Which way did they say we had to go?
Follow the path.
Yeah, she said to the southeast originally, and then south into the forge.
Shall I disappear for a minute? See what's up ahead.
Not too far.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
All right.
Okay then. Usual trick, ring on. Go have a look, see what's to be seen.
And I guess before we start getting moved around, I should hand out this divine favor, should I not?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know, we might want that. Yeah.
Okay, Califrus,
Yay!
roll me d6, please, while I find this.
Yeah. I got a 1.
Okay. You have been granted a point of inspiration,
Woohoo!
so you can use that for yourself or give it out, however you wish, to make a reroll of your choice.
Mhm.
Thank you, Avatar Wrath.
Thank you, Avatar.
Thank you, Avatar Wrath.
Okay, so the ring is on.
Yes.
Where are we heading here, Gall?
So I'm gonna hug this wall and just head down. Like to here-ish.
Okay.
Poke my head round. Do you want me to make a stealth roll?
Yes, go ahead and do that for me, please. Man, I am picking the wrong music today. Hold on 1 second.
Holy shit! What?
32?
That's 32 for stealth.
I'm gonna find the right song here.
That
Goal.
was obscene.
Up and vanishes.
Can't even be
Okay.
detected on radar.
Gol
Vanishes
left
like
the
a-
narrative line. Like, Gol didn't exist.
Like a fart in the wind.
So what do you see there, Gall?
I don't know.
In the
God,
mass
what
of
do
this,
you tell me?
in the middle of this massive, almost like lake of pure fire and lava, in the middle of it, you see a large sword, and possibly large for humans such as yourself. And this lizard, almost made out of flame, sort of standing to one side of it, seems to be handing something off to something to its left that you can't quite make out just yet.
So it looks. Tell me if I'm reading the map. If like the map is accurate to what we're seeing, it looks like this path that I'm on just kind of stops, and then
Yep.
you have to somehow get around that corner without stepping on lava. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, it would be a very tricky thing to hug that wall and get off to the platform to your south there.
Cool. Can I get to like here though to try and put my head round, or can I not really stand there?
Sure, you can do that.
Cool. So I really just wanted to see as much of this room as I
Okay.
can.
So what you see, the opposite of the first salamander, is another one.
Oh, good.
They both seem to be aiding a massive creature with orange hair and black coal skin. You instantly recognize, I'm sure, as a fire giant who's just lifting this large hammer towards this sword now. It's glowing red hot. And you hear the sound of the hammer strike. There's that ting, ting. And you all begin to hear this now too, even from where you're at.
Gol, knowing that there's no way to get around here without probably falling in lava
Okay.
or making a lot of noise, is going to head back up to the group and pop the ring off.
Okay.
We're fucked.
What?
So, the forge is up ahead, and it is a forge. There's big anvil, big sword. 2 big, fiery lizard things. How big were they?
They're probably a good 12 feet at this point. Yeah.
12 foot tall on fire lizards, and a 20 foot tall
Yeah. At
fire
least.
giant.
Maybe 25. He was sort of hunched over, striking this sword.
I can see no way to get in without surfing on lava.
Was there anything behind it?
Was there anything behind it?
Behind.
There was a passage off to the left on the other side of the lava.
It's just you see a passage, but you didn't see anything beyond that.
Yeah, I have no idea what our play is here.
If where you're standing at, Gaul, you do see there's a door right here where I'm pointing.
Ha! I missed that completely.
Sorry if.
There's a door right here, though.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to make out. I apologize.
On my way back, I spotted this door.
If you could give Cal and I a good description of the direction we need to go, we could
Well,
potentially.
dimension door.
Yes.
Should we see what's behind this door first?
Do you think you can get there?
Well, this door here. Yeah, I think I can get there.
I'm going to pop it open.
I want to check it for I'm not proficient with thieves' tools. Check and see if anything seems odd or out of place, or
Sure, you can make an investigation.
if anyone has any find trap spells. Now would be the time. Investigation. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Woohoo!
Woo!
So you sort of survey the door, at times running your knife along the edge, being very careful. After a thorough check of it, you don't see that there's anything wrong with it. It appears to just push open.
Any lock or anything on it?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. I'll pop the ring on again just to be safe, and then push the door open.
Okay.
Ah. Okay. I'll just kind of whistle to the group to come closer. I don't want to shout.
Right.
Okay, so what you see before you is some steps going up to a higher platform. And there is a doorway just up here as well.
Cool.
And of
I
course,
mean-
it also turns to the left there and south
Yeah.
further.
Might be worth seeing where this leads, rather than going tangling with lava and giants and lizards.
Good
Oh
plan.
my.
Good plan.
Additionally, Cal, I believe, still has that dust of disappearance.
You do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
How long does that last?
I don't know. I've only had it. I don't know anything about it.
You've only had it since episode 1.
Yeah, no big.
Yeah, and that's when I learned what it does. But
The problem with the dust is that we won't be able to see each other.
For 2d4 minutes.
2d4 minute. Not very long. I've had it since the beginning. It's weak.
Maybe
Like a baby.
It's weak, like a baby. Maybe we hold off on that until we know for sure that we need to attempt to sneak past
Yes.
something and not be seen.
Shall I
Absolutely, I agree.
go take a look around this room?
All right.
Pop the ring on again.
Okay.
Do you want a fresh stealth? Because I'm going to try and be stealthy.
Yeah, I would like that if you don't mind.
Uh-huh.
And if you do, you can roll it anyway.
That's
Oh, a
a
meager 26.
meager 26.
Okay.
Half tempted to use a divine favor, just that's low.
Okay.
So I'll head in and up these stairs.
Okay.
These patterns on the floor, are they like individual tiles that are differently patterned?
Yes, they're a large 5x5. I guess, yeah, like you said, there's tiles.
Have I got a stick of some kind? I do not want to step on them. I'm gonna take my rapier and just like poke before I step on any of these tiles.
Okay.
I wish I had a 10-foot pole.
Right.
Don't we all?
Or maybe a 10-foot trident.
Okay,
Or a
so
10-foot trident.
you reach your rapier over, tentatively tapping it against the ground. Tink. Nothing seems
I will
to happen.
like press, like try and exert some force on
Okay.
it.
So you press enough for the blade just to bend a little bit even, but
Nothing.
seems to happen.
Okay. I'll make my way across to the door, but I'm going to test every floor panel before I step on it. So do you want me to show you the route that I'm going to take? Just in case.
Really, it's not necessary.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
There's not going to be any traps on these tiles, so you're good
Awesome.
to go.
Overly cautious.
For sanity's sake, let's just do it that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
So is this the door here? Where
It
I am
is. It is.
now? Same thing. I want to check it.
Okay.
Make sure it's safe to open if it's openable.
Sure. When you approach it, you can see like light coming out from underneath of it, like the light of a flame. Investigation for that door.
That is. I'm going to use one of my divine favors. Roll that.
Yes. Oh, God.
10 is better than 7, though.
You
It's better than 7.
sort of make the same sort of motions around this door that you did before the one prior, and you don't feel that there's anything that's going to stop you from opening it.
Okay.
You do hear
I
that
will-
tinging behind that door too. It's rather loud.
Okay, so I feel like this probably opens into the forge I was just looking at.
That would be your
Does
assumption.
it pull open or push open?
It actually pushes open.
Okay, I'm going to push it open a crack, but not all the way open. I just want to push it open enough to peek in.
Sure. I'm going to go ahead and take it away there so you can see.
Oh, good. Okay.
And everything is fine there, right?
Yeah. It's lit AF.
It is lit AF. Quite literally.
Okay. I'll head back to the group. Did you say there was a door down here, actually? I'm pointing at my screen, you can't see me pointing.
Yeah.
Can you see
Did you
that? Can
Did
you
you
see
say
that?
there was a door? How do I ping? Did you say there was a door down here?
Let me
Where
zoom
I'm
this out a
pinging.
little bit here so I can see where you're pinging at. And, okay, no, there's not a door down there. There is... Can you see down this way if you moved in a little bit further?
Probably, if I had. Yes, I can.
Okay, so what you see there is a set of steps going in to where is a door that's sort of catty corner to this corner here. Inscribed with some sort of runes. You're not quite sure what they are or what they say.
Oh, I see another fire giant as well.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, God.
Mm.
Okay.
See-
Very quietly.
And next to him, you would see
Yeah.
also a couple of what looks like armor that's almost red hot, and there's flames burning within it as they move around the room.
Okay. I'm going to head back up to here and out the door and close it very quietly behind me
Okay.
before I make any noise. Then I'll
Excellent.
pop the ring off. Yeah, we're really fucked. Okay,
What?
okay. So,
Way to go, Kaitlana.
there are 2 exits to this room. One I've opened, which leads into the forge, where, as I said before, big lizards, fire giant, lava. Not really anywhere for you guys to hide. Bright and hot, and there's a very narrow walkway around the outside.
Right.
Am I right to think I saw an exit over here? I can't remember.
Let me zoom
Got
in
that.
again. Go ahead and ping me.
Like, there was an exit here, I think.
It looks like it moves further to the south, yes.
Yeah, so there is an exit from the forge. There's another door in the south of this room. Runes and shit on it. But there's another giant.
All right.
I got nothing. I can get through. I can get through, no problem. That's no good, though.
All right. Smarter, not harder. Smarter, not harder. If we have an idea of where we are going, then Cal and I can take the two of you and Pebbles, you can hopefully. We could use Cal's dust on Pebbles.
We could take Arthur and Pebbles, and then Gall can
I
sneak
know.
through. But I don't like the idea of doing that. That feels like we're
I don't
separated.
either.
Wait, Zan, how
Where
far
are
does
we
your...
trying to go?
We don't know. How far does your message send?
Let's Christina check her notes real quick. About 120 feet.
You said 30.
I said 60, but I was trying to act as. We can talk about this later.
Mm-hmm.
Is
What
there any way for Pebbles to create a distraction for us to run in a direction?
Probably. Or I could
that
go
would
ahead.
alert them to our presence.
I could go
A dog,
120 feet
please.
away, and you could message me, and I could describe where I am to you.
Yes. And then Cal and I would have an idea of where it is, and we could teleport there.
That seems like it could work. Do I go through the forge, or try and open this door with a fire giant standing right there?
I would say perhaps the forge.
Did Ketlana tell us to go through the forge?
Yes.
She did.
Okay.
More
Then we just have to-
noise would be less of a chance to spot you or hear you, I would think.
And just for
Yes.
Yeah.
just for correction on that, the main part of the forge would actually be down to the south here.
Oh.
So,
That's
Oh,
where we're
shit.
trying to go then?
yeah.
Oh.
So we're okay, so we can avoid the big guy in the middle.
But not the big guy at the bottom. But
That's
these
okay.
do these doors look big enough for that big guy in the middle to get through?
He would probably have to get on his hands and knees and crawl through them, but he
could get
he
through.
could get through them.
And the salamanders could get through.
The salamanders should definitely get through them.
Is there any way, like, are there any other handles on it that we could bar shut?
The ones for the one going through
These ones here.
large forge, the handles were on the outside, facing
Okay.
inside, because they were a push in.
Uh-huh.
The ones that you're staying at now do pull out if you wanted to try to budge them, but
No,
How
that's
solid
all.
are the walls?
pretty solid.
What are you thinking, Cal?
Well, I was thinking we could, but you know, like the lizards are probably faster than the giants, so I was thinking we could get the giant to go through the door first, and then collapse the doorway on him. You know, buy us some time, maybe, I don't know. Block the doorway from the lizards, but then we'd still have, you know, eventually a giant and a couple of lizards and maybe another guy.
I feel like they could come round this way, though.
Yet we're still
I
unsure
don't really have a good
of
handle on
why.
how things look.
Maybe hold that for Plan B, Cal. Would you have a way of collapsing
Hmm,
the doorway?
I've got lightning bolt. That's it. It's just about
Lightning
it.
bolt,
Thunder
lightning
wave.
bolt, lightning bolt.
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt.
I mean, does anybody speak fire giant?
Languages do I speak?
What language would a fire giant speak? Just fire giant?
Giant.
No idea.
You would assume giant, yeah.
maybe they're down to their roots and speak primordial. I speak that.
Maybe they speak goblin.
Is it worth trying to speak to them? We don't know that they're hostile. And if we can avoid a fight with these guys, that would be ideal.
Hey guys, we just want to go to the big demon dudes beyond that door and stop who could possibly be your boss.
Oh, God.
Kelowna mentioned a trade. I don't.
Huh?
Potentially bartering with them?
What have we got to offer them?
Humans
Their
are rare down here.
lives.
No, like, humans are rare down here. We could cut off a hand. Give an
I mean,
eye.
I need both of my hands.
I
But you
think
don't need
all
both of your
you-
eyes.
I think all of you need all of your appendages and organs. Let's take that off the table.
I have got
Kidneys are
2
pretty
kidneys.
expensive.
I mean,
This is just a theory.
yeah.
This is all
Push
just a
our
theory.
straws
They'll
here.
probably attack us on sight.
From my understanding, fire giants are not very understanding of people and their presence, and they would rather swing first and talk second.
Can I roll history on fire giants? See if I even... I don't know if Cal would know this. Cal is an educated young man.
Young buck.
You may.
My history is 3. This isn't gonna happen. Come on, nat 20. Oh yes! I mean, I got an unnatural 20.
An unnatural
Yeah.
20.
Hey!
We call that a dirty 20 here.
Dirty 20.
So, what you know of fire giants? Of all the races of giants, you know that they are probably the most militaristic of all. They're in a constant state of always training and practice. Pretty rigid in their beliefs. Sort of the type that would probably try to kill you first before asking questions.
But what if it's a matter of pride?
A matter of pride.
Wrestling match.
If you want to wrestle a giant, Cal,
Arthur can
Feel
wrestle
free.
a giant. I'm sure.
Perhaps you can try it.
Come here as a challenge. Tell them that their military isn't strong enough. Challenge them to a match. Whoever wins lives and gets. That just sounds like the killing part again.
Perhaps you should do a history check on how strong these things are.
Well, they're
And
giants.
Oh,
25
wait.
feet tall.
wait, hang on. I mean, it's going to tell us what we already know, but Sev,
Mm-hmm.
can I make my way back to that door invisibly and spend a minute observe, you know your enemy, and figure out how fucking strong these things are?
There you go, there you go.
Sure.
Although actually, no, it doesn't tell me the score. It tells me whether they are my inferior or my superior in regards to characteristics. They are definitely stronger than me.
Yes, definitely. Definitely stronger.
So that's a waste of time.
Okay. Damn it.
Well, what are they swinging? Like, is that guy swinging a ginormous hammer at this
That
forge?
guy is swinging a hammer bigger than me.
Yeah, I mean, just think about, you
Getting
know,
hit
if we
by
could
that,
use
I am.
if we could use logic and say, okay, you see, he's 25 feet tall. He's swinging a hammer that's probably 15 feet long with a, you know, metal end on it. He's probably very
He's a
strong.
very strong individual.
definitely
I
stronger
think we
than me.
can universally say that.
So I'm not wrestling him, Cal.
Cal
Voices down.
does have a
Voices
pretty high
down.
defense. And he does have magic armor that can change its appearance.
Cal, if you want to go in there and pretend you're God of the Fire Giants,
God
by
of
all
the
means
fire.
do that.
Isn't that a model?
God of the fire. I like that idea. God of the fire
Yeah,
giants.
the very small God of the Fire Giants.
That's how they know I'm their god. I look different from them.
You've got nothing to prove.
And nothing to lose.
You have everything to lose, darling.
Just
That's
your
the
life.
problem. Do we want to say that that's also a plan B? I think our best bet is to sneak the fuck around them.
Hmm.
And it took you this long to get to that conclusion.
No, I've been saying it the entire fucking time.
I mean, I can sneak around the ones in where the anvil is, and then tell you where I am, and you can try and dimension door to me. I don't want to try and open the door. Fire giant there.
No.
Could we create a distraction further up the path where we've just come from and try and draw and then cut through this room?
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Go ahead, say that again, I'm sorry.
We're just wondering if we could create a distraction further up, just come, and that might lure them out of here, and then we could cut through this room while it's empty, maybe. It might also get us killed.
You can certainly try.
I don't know what kind of distraction. Set off a fireball.
I mean, there's already a lot of fire in there.
Has anybody got thaumaturgy?
I can make a small illusory sound.
Was that with thaumaturgy?
No, it's minor illusion.
Oh, okay. God damn. I'm stumped.
I'm confused. Is the room is lava in the center and then
There's
around
a walkway around the
edges?
outside, yeah.
So if I was to cast Ice Storm in the center, would that
Oh. That
chill the lava enough that we could walk on it?
that might not be a bad idea.
This is something you can certainly try.
You'd have to.
It would
do you have to be
certainly
able?
be a distraction.
Do you have to be able to see where you're casting it?
Most likely, yeah.
Let's have a look. Range 300 feet. Just says on a. This is a DM ruling, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range. It doesn't say you must be able to see where you're casting it.
I would think you'd need to at least be able to see the point of origin that you're gonna, or point of destination at least. Or at least know it, you know, having seen it
Yeah.
and then cast it or something.
So let me wrap my head around this real quick because I'm a little confused. There's 2 rooms,
Mhm.
and 1 room we need to pass to get to the second room.
Yes. No, we can. So, there are, if you imagine a circular room here, and then there's a little rectangular room attached to it. There's a door up here that leads into the circular room, which has got another passage off the south. And at the bottom of this rectangular room, there's a door here, but there is a fire giant there, right in front of the door.
So is it possible to go through the circular room?
It is, but that's the one with the salamanders and the other fire giant.
But it's louder and larger.
It's louder and larger and brighter. They'll definitely see us.
Not if we use cow's powder.
Not if we use Cal's powder.
And we
I like
could,
that idea. Trying
we-
to sneak through.
could
But we
attempt to use...
Sorry.
No, I was just saying we could attempt to use the dimensional spell and
Yeah.
get past that room.
The problem is, I think if we've got the circular room and this rectangular one, I think where we need to go is at the bottom of the rectangular one. I'm not sure.
Cow's powder through the rectangular room with the dimensional spell?
Where are we going to dimension door to?
I think that might mean you have to scout ahead, darling.
Would it
I
help?
can do that.
Would it help if I drug some of you guys who can't see visually what's going on into the room so you can check it out what we're talking about real quick?
That'd be
Sure.
wonderful.
Okay, MK, I got a hold of you right now. This is the main forge area.
Ooh, wait, whoa. Okay, go for it.
See right? See all this here?
That's not me. Where?
That's Arthur.
Who dat?
I didn't.
Well, there's
drag
2
Arthur.
of me. What
Oh
the heck?
god!
Oh, there we go. Okay.
See that now? It's where there's
Okay.
the forge and all that crap. And this is the room that Gaul was talking about.
Okay. And this is a buffer. There's the giant. Okay, I understand now.
Mhm.
So we're afraid of walking past a doorway, essentially. I thought it was like a bigger deal than that. Okay, yeah, no, it's easy peasy.
But
We
in order
can
to
go
get
past
past
this
the doorway, we either have to be very quiet or we can use the dimensional spell.
We
But
wanna
we
get-
can't use the dimensional spell if we don't know where we're going to.
Yes.
We want to go
Problem.
to this door down here, which has got a fire giant.
Is
Here.
that door open or closed?
It's closed.
So somehow we're gonna have
I mean,
to open a
I
door
could
with
go
a
and
fire
I
giant.
could go and open it invisibly and just hope that I don't get squashed.
Well, if you do get squashed, then I'll be checking in with
I'm
The
very
message and-
fast. Very fast.
and invisible potentially,
And
which
invisible.
is helpful.
I can just go and open that door if you want. I mean, fuck it at this point.
I think it's our best bet. And then if we are seen,
Does anybody?
Cal tells them that he's their god.
Yes, yes.
And then
I
if
want
all
to
else
cast.
fails, we let Arthur off the leash and we start killing things.
Okay.
I want to cast freedom of movement on Gaul just to be safe.
Ooh.
Can
Okay.
any of you cast silence?
No, it's fine. I'm stealthy.
It's true.
Okay, fuck
Talking
it.
about
So
or
that's
if
the
when
plan.
the giant finds them.
Find where we're going, describe it to us, and we'll take the
Yeah.
rest.
Okay. Fuck it, let's do this then. Ring back on. Do you want a fresh stealth check, Sev?
Yes, I do.
Go
Be
get 'em.
good, be good, be good.
20.
20. Do I risk a reroll with my last divine favor? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my second divine favor to reroll.
Excellent.
25
Much better.
with a nat one.
Ah!
Okay, so invisibly and as quietly as possible, I'm gonna head down to here. What are these two things that I was seeing?
Okay, you are seeing
Wait,
what it's like. They look like almost like humanoid sized. So we're talking about maybe close to 6 feet tall. They're basically like glowing sets of armor. They have like this fire writhing inside of them, pouring out the sides of them. I'm not quite sure
Okay.
what they could be. Maybe some sort of fire elemental. You're not 100%
Cool.
sure.
And did you say the door is here?
I did, yes.
Cool. So I'm gonna hug this wall, even though I'm invisible,
Okay.
and slowly and quietly head down to here. Does anything notice me?
And that's where I get to roll. You said you rolled 25.
25 for stealth.
Nothing seems to notice your presence.
Cool. I will head up to the door.
Okay.
Is it a push? Is it a pull?
It looks like it would push open.
Okay.
But
I
it
don't-
probably pulls because it's one of those fucking doors that looks
Yeah.
like it should be, but it's not.
I do not have time to stand here and check it for traps, so I'm just going to hope for the best. Sorry, I've completely blanked. Did you say push or pull?
Push.
Push. Fuck yeah, I'm going to throw this thing open and then duck to the side.
Okay, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck. $19.
Good save. So you're only going to take half damage.
Oh, shit.
So you press your hands on this, and there's like this wave of energy that blasts back against you.
Does it hit the giant as well?
So 22 points of damage you're going to take.
Cool. Have I got temporary hit points from that
You
one
do. You
left?
always
do.
do. You always do. We always do it. You have
How many do I have?
11.
11. And I took how much damage?
22.
22, so I only take 11.
So is this
realistically.
bang sound as like this force energy pushes you back away from this door.
Yeah.
And of course, you've alerted 3 people in
Yeah,
the room.
and immediately step to like, even hop over down to here if possible.
Okay, yeah, I'll give that
Sort
for
out the
part of
way
your
to go.
turn. And I think, given that circumstance, let me clear the turn order because we're going to have to roll some initiative.
Am I still invisible?
Technically, I guess you would be, wouldn't you?
'Cause I haven't
Well,
actually attacked anyone.
Yeah, you didn't take a attack action or anything like that. Definitely have alerted people to your presence.
Yeah, absolutely. Stealth is out the window now.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling myself some initiative here. With the 1.
29.
Nice.
Okay.
That's not the right one.
Oh,
That's a-
10.
Arthur with a 6.
Cal got a 20.
Okay, Cal. Got a 20. I'm sorry, I'm just lagging behind today for some reason.
You good? You good?
Arthur got a what now?
That would be a 6.
As you do.
Pebble's got a fucking 21. Jesus.
It's listed as you.
No, it's not. That's Pebbles. I got a 10.
Okay. Let me take that off there.
3. I mean, I'll take it, but it's
I'm sure you would.
not mine.
Zan,
fine.
Zan got a 10.
Ah.
10. 21. Did I miss anybody?
Rufus. Oh wait.
Oh, wait. Kailana, oh, wait.
No.
God damn.
Alright. So it does look like Gaul, you're going to be acting first.
I am going to stay where I am, like hunkered down in that corner invisibly. I assume it's a raised platform, isn't it?
Where the door would be, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so like I want to be like in this corner, basically hunkered down, invisible, as quiet as possible, and I'm just going to hold my action in case anything actually attacks me.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do anything. I want to see what happens.
Sure. Okay, so it is the Myrmidon's turn.
Oh god, Myrmidons.
And we're going to make us some perceptions here. I think I have to roll ridiculously high to find you anyway, but... I don't think either one's going to find you.
Thank fuck for that.
So one's going to move up this way. 20, 25. One's going to move that way. And it'll be the end of their turn. Pebbles, it's your turn.
Fuck. Would we have heard the big boom?
Most likely.
Pebbles. Plan B.
Eat things.
I thought wasn't Plan B Cal pretends to be the god? I thought that was Plan B.
That's Plan B.
Oh, okay. All right. Then Pebbles will wait on Cal to be a god. Cool.
Okay. So yeah, I guess Cal's gonna change his armor to look as fiery god as he possibly can, with like a really cool looking sick helmet.
What is happening?
Pretty much
Oh my god!
Just go with it. Just go with it. Let's do
It covers his everything, so that way you can't see that there is just a Who-Man man.
I am
Beneath
Xerxes.
that, does anybody have levitate?
I am
Oh, crap, it's my turn, so like I'd have to cast levitate on myself. Oh shit.
And I did realize very recently that it's not just a self spell. I can cast it on other things.
Okay.
I
So
want
you
to-
do have levitate.
I levitate once
And
per
you
day.
are next.
And-
Okay. So yeah, we can probably coordinate this real cool and good. So Cal is gonna walk in there
Oh no.
with extreme confidence.
As Cal is wont to do.
Yes. He's even gonna walk past that. Oh wait, crap. Does Zan need to be able to like touch
I'm
Cal?
double checking right now. Nope, 60 feet. We're good.
60 feet? Oh, Jesus. Okay. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I don't know if I should go any farther.
I love that we're doing this. I love it. I love that
I
this is
can't
happening.
even see you guys on the.
55. I don't want to get too close. So Cal's gonna come to the bottom of these stairs over here.
Okay.
And let me just see what my. I guess this would be deception.
Yeah, I think so.
So Cal is going to say, "What's the best thing?" Oh crap! I'm gonna.
You only speak common as well.
No, I speak Goblin as well. I speak Goblin. So in everybody speaks Common, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, in Common, because yeah, God
You're a
speaks.
common god.
A god of the people.
Yes, by the people for the people. Cal is going to say in his deep manly voice that he has.
He definitely has.
Do not fear your God. You.
Keep going, no, you're doing great. Keep going.
You spineless cretin.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Let me just add a little cherry on top of that cake. Let me think. For if you have served me well, you have no reason to fear.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Okay, that's good. Taking notes for the future.
Yes.
And I guess I will roll deception.
Okay.
Just okay.
Do it.
And immediately after I roll deception, I will end my turn so that way Zan can levitate me, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, let me just roll this.
The tone of your voice, Sam. Okay. Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna use my divine favor for a natural 20.
Hey!
I rolled really bad.
Okay. So you prostrate yourself, making this loud proclamation, reverberating against the walls.
With really cool armor.
And you get a blank stare in your direction because they do not speak common.
God damn it!
Yes.
Cal will repeat that in Goblin.
No clue. You look very formidable.
Ah, I am formidable.
I apologize, they do not speak common. I just looked it up.
Oh no.
Amazing.
All right.
That was amazing. I'll give you inspiration for
Make me
it.
levitate.
Hey, there you go.
Inspiration. Yay.
Can we use inspiration when we characters?
What's that?
Can we use our inspiration when we have to roll characters?
Shut
There you go.
your mouth!
Sure. It'll bleed over to your next
What happened to
character.
choose life? Come on! Oh wait, I died. That's what happened. Shit.
Cal still has 5 or 10 feet of movement left. So he's going to take a few just 5 feet of confident steps towards them as well. Finish up that movement.
Gotcha.
Puny mortal. Puny god.
I'm gonna die.
Alrighty. So that'll bring us to Zan's turn.
Okay. Guess we're following the plan because I don't know what's happening. Okay. I can't even fucking see where we're at here. Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, I can see you. Oh, that's good. And I see Cal looking resplendent. I kind of heard what was going on. I think everything's going to plan. I'll fucking cast Levitate on Cal.
Yes.
And I will raise him 10, 20 feet in the air. I think 20 is my max that I can do in a turn. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna die.
Cal will, in the air, in his 20 feet, that's very high, up. Where is the ceiling? The ceilings must be very high.
Yeah, they're about 40 feet tall, yeah.
he takes a very graceful sort of bow. Because at this point, he knows they can't understand him, but if he acts regally towards them, he might be able to get through their pea brains. Maybe.
Oh,
Do you want to try again?
Do I want to try again to communicate with them?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything that'll talk to them. And I guess if Cal were to talk to them again, would he need to use gestures instead of words, I presume?
Suddenly it's a game of charades.
They definitely aren't understanding the words you're speaking, if that is any consolation to help you. I'll tell you what, you linger on that and we'll go ahead and go on to Arthur's turn.
Okay, so I've got one guy that just opened up a trapdoor, and I've got a Cal in a room acting like a god,
You do.
You can't see
And
the
they're-
guy at the door, though.
and they're in separate areas, correct?
It would appear
Or-
so.
Okay, where?
You don't,
Okay,
you don't know where going.
They're all to the south, that's all you know.
all right. I would like to just head south, but not. I'd like to kind of just peek.
Step 5 feet in, that might get you a better view of what's going on.
Yeah, let's. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will hold my action in case I have to stab anything with this trident.
Okay, sounds good. And that will bring us to the fire giant's turn.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
And all you
fuck,
can
fuck.
see is this suit of armor screaming in some unknown language at him, flailing his arms around.
Levitating.
So he grabs this large two-handed sword from his back and starts to proceed forward. 5, 10. You can sit right there, nice and
Oh
pretty.
god.
And Cal,
GG Cal.
yeah,
Cal's going to extend a hand out to him, as if this is a friendly gesture, and he's not about to cut off my
All of
everything.
you.
My everything.
What's your AC, Cal?
Oh, God.
What's the AC of your hand, Cal?
There you go.
It's 16. It was an honor playing with you guys.
Oh.
That will be a hit for 22 slashing damage.
Okay.
And let's see. And attack number 2.
Oh god.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
That
God.
will be a 27 to hit.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And that will be 29 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so that's 22 plus 29 of damage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 51.
51.
Alright, still looking good. Still looking alive. Still breathing.
Just remember you had, what, I think 11 temporary hit points to start, so...
You did?
Yeah, that's true.
Sav, can I see this giant now?
You should be able to, yeah. Oh yeah, he's right in front of you.
Yeah, I'd like to throw a spear at it whenever you want to intermix my ready action.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead and do it.
Alright, so I will roll. Plus 2, that's a 19 plus. That's a 26.
That will definitely hit.
Alright, so after that, that'll be 9 points of damage. After I see Cal get hit,
Mhm.
I know that it's on, and the spear just comes flying out of my hand, doing 9 points to the giant.
Okay, so he sort of like dropped this great sword for the second time upon Cal. The spray of blood sort of across the side of the stone. And just as he's turned, you find a little part in his armor where you just drive the spear through.
Just a pinprick to let him know I'm here.
His head snaps in your direction. Gaul, it's your turn.
Cool. Alright, so it's on. So Gold's going to take one step forward. And then full round of attacks on this Myrmidon. So 2 rapiers and Stormcarver.
Okay.
And now I'm visible, obviously. First rapier is 24 to hit,
That is definitely a hit.
and that'll be sneak attack. Why has that not worked? So that's 11 points of piercing plus 5 points of sneak attack damage.
Excellent.
Second rapier attack is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 points of piercing.
Excellent.
And then Stormcarver is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's going to be 9 points of piercing, 4 points of lightning.
Awesome.
And then
And then?
I'm going to use my action surge.
Okay.
I'm going to step up to the fire giant because he can't take a attack opportunity now that he's hit. Now that I've hit him,
Right.
and I'll take. Do I get a bonus action as well with action surge? No, just an action.
Just actions. Yeah.
So, yeah. So is that just one attack or two?
Should get your normal
Okay.
attacks. Yeah.
I've got extra attack, haven't I? So I use the rapier and Stormcarver. 14 for the rapier, which probably doesn't hit.
That does not hit now.
Okay, and then Stormcarver is a 20 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Cool. And I'm also going to use. Sorry, so many maneuvers to pick from. Goading attack,
Okay.
so that he has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets with me, and I get the superiority die damage as well. So it's going to be 11 points of piercing, 6 points of lightning, and 4 points of extra.
Nice. Good hits.
And then I'm going to step away from him.
Okay. So if he doesn't attack you, he gets disadvantage. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Excellent. Oh, that was a hell of a turn.
Whew.
And that is my turn done.
And now you are visible.
Oh. Be right back. Someone's knocking really loudly on my door.
Okay.
That's not good.
Just going to turn it.
Well, they would be attacking Gaul next turn here, so
Fuck.
I'll just go ahead and make the attacks. He might want to use superiority dice to drop it, but
Maybe.
only one hit on that one.
Only one hit. Hey.
So that's for the first one. Here's the second one.
Oh fuck.
That's 2
Only
hits.
2. Only 2.
It's not bad. Only 12 points of damage altogether.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take it off him real quick. So we can get on to the next one. Pebbles' turn.
Ah, fuck. Where the fuck is Pebbles? Can't even find him.
I think he's still up north there, ain't he?
God damn it. Alright, he's bamfing.
Okay. That's not a good sign.
30. Oh boy. Okay. And then he'll use movement to get in range. But not too far in range. And he'll Mind Blast the Fire Giant.
Okay. What do I need to make?
I believe Intelligence saving throw.
17.
He succeeds, but he'll take half. 14, so 7 points of psychic.
Excellent. Not a problem. Done.
Okay.
I suppose that takes 2 cows' turn.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Okay. I can't back away.
I'm healing you when I get you are stuck in the air. If you could touch a wall or you could touch the ceiling, you could move, but you can't move because
I'm
I'm the one
stuck in the
controlling it, and I'm gonna drop it as soon as it's my turn. I'm sorry, and then you will just
Don't drop me.
lightly. I'm not gonna drop you. You will lightly float to the ground because that's the nice part about levitate. You feather fall when the spell is dropped. So
Alright. I want to cast Ice Storm,
yes,
and I want to see if I can catch all of them in it, but not Gaul.
Yeah, you should be able to do that. Sorry,
Okay.
I had to think about it.
All right. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh joy! I love making
Save is
dexterity.
17.
Oh, rapture.
A dexterity saving throw. Okay, so one for the one on the left, one for the one on the right. Looks like they both are going to fail. And then one more.
Ooh.
And they all fail.
Alrighty, cool. I don't usually do this through roll 20, but let me see if I can do it. Oh no, I already messed it up. It's /R, right?
Yes.
Yes.
2d8 plus 4d6. Let's see if I got that right. Yeah.
Excellent.
Agree.
14 points of damage. It looks right.
Nice.
So you
Hip
blast
and
out
cool.
the sleet, and I think it makes the terrain difficult, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Do we
so
notice
Difficult
if
terrain.
fire giants take any extra damage because of cold or any of that? Do we notice or?
it doesn't appear that it affects them any more than with anybody else.
Okay.
Just sort of
Okay.
the sleet's sort of like sticking to them, but it's sort of sizzling off them at the same time.
Got it. Got it.
Same with the two myrmidons as well.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn, Cal?
That will be it. Can't really do much else.
Okay. Zan.
Fuck. I'm gonna drop the concentration on the levitate. So
Excellent.
Cal will slowly but surely drop down to the ground and then be able to move himself. Well, at least it's a racial trait and not one of my fucking spell slots. No, you know what? I can do it from back here. No, I won't. I want to go through Arthur. Gonna say I can probably assume with all the lava that fire doesn't do much for them. So I'm going to blight him. The fire giant needs to make.
Come on, say con. Say con.
I would believe con, yes. Yes. Con.
Oh, love it. Oh, I failed still too.
Ooh, yes. Okay. So that's gonna be
Them double twos.
98. Okay. Any moment while I roll some d8s.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Very nice.
19. 19.
They are nice.
27. 32. 39. 46. 50. 57 points of necrotic damage.
56, 57?
57.
You sure about that?
Believe so.
Fuck, okay. That was not fun.
Ouch.
Okay, so, yeah. How does that look, Zan?
What does what look?
This spell, how does that?
I like the idea of everything just kind of having a flavor of this, brilliant golden light, even if it does horrific face melting damage. So yeah, he just gets enveloped in this lovely, lovely golden light that melts his skin.
Awesome. So you start seeing some of the bleached bone or black bone beneath the flesh give way. And it looks like it hurt him pretty badly.
Sweet. And I'd like to heal Cal, please.
Okay.
Cal, you're bad, right? You pretty bad?
Cal is. It's like Cal looks like he hit the floor and then the ceiling
Oh,
and then the floor again.
oh man. Okay. How many of these I got? I'm gonna give you 4. You're gonna get 4. Okay.
So let's just say I can't take another hit that looks just like that one.
Okay. 12. 14 back.
14 back. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Okay, Arthur, it'll be your turn.
Okay. Arthur will. Well, I've got two options. One of which I was thinking of casting Compel Duel on this giant.
What the what?
Yes, it's a first level paladin spell that requires a wisdom save. And he would then get disadvantage on any attack on anybody else but me.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. Or I could just go stab since you've just devastated this fool with a lot of damage. So I think I'm going to try and kill it. So, leaping off the stairs in an awesome Aquaman pose with his trident in hand, he will, in the air, attack him with one, and then when he lands, he'll attack him with the second.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to roll my red fire dice just for fun here.
Hey.
Ooh.
Yes, yes, here he goes. Alright, so the first attack jumping off of the steps in my superhero pose is going to be a 19.
That will hit.
And the second one after I land is going to be a 17.
That will miss, sadly.
Alright, so I will imbue that first epic attack with every piece of divine smite that I have, and so that's going to be a 2d8, 3d8. Let me like to roll it. All right, so there we go. So now, and I believe that my upgraded trident already has damage. So we're almost there. There. We are almost there. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6d8 plus 1d6 for the spirit itself. All right.
Holy shit.
So it is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 19, 24, 25, 30.
Nice hit.
Yeah.
He's barely hanging on at this point.
And I'm going to tap my trident on my shield like, let's go, bitch.
Okay. So I'm going to pull you closer here.
Yeah, I jumped.
I'm going to sit him right there.
Yep.
I think
Boom.
it's your turn.
No.
Okay. That will bring us to the fire giant's turn. Attack
And
number
remember
1.
anybody... Wait, nope, that's not me. +3 on saving throws for you.
Really, between yours and Gall's, it doesn't matter who he attacks, he's going to get disadvantage on. So, because you both have compel against him, so
Yeah.
Nice.
he's kind of screwed either way. So the first attack is going to be against Califrus at disadvantage.
My life!
It's going to be a 19 to hit.
Oh, fuck.
That hits.
That would be 29 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I'm still alive. I would not have been if I had not been healed, though.
That sword is just giant.
Okay, and attack number 2 is going to also be against you, Cal.
Oh, fuck.
Oops, hit the wrong one, sorry. And that's
No
going to be an
way.
18 to hit.
That hits.
No.
That will be 30 slashing.
Oh,
Okay, I'm down.
You're
I'm
unconscious.
very down.
no!
Okay,
You said it was
Where are
30?
you?
yes.
Wow. He's slowly floating down to the ground.
Dum, dum.
And Cal's right next to me?
Yes.
He's slowly.
I'm
He's
right
not
next to
falling.
you.
He does feather fall, so he lightly lands on the ground. He
I'm
won't-
probably
he won't
already
take
on the
damage.
ground. But that is
No.
not good.
So Cal is unconscious, laying on the ground next to you, Arthur.
No.
And that would technically bring us to Gall's turn. It looks like we are actually getting really close to our end time today.
Oh, fuck.
So maybe we should just go ahead and call it today, and we'll resume this combat next week with Califrus, unconscious.
Dead for a week.
You're not dead. You're unconscious.
You're technically
Just
not
for the
dead,
conscience.
so
You're not dead. Believe me. I know the difference. You're not dead.
we will end it there for today. Let me cut the all critical role music here.
Oh my god.
So hope everybody had fun today. I can't really speak for Chris. I know he writes on loottheroom.uk. He's sort of in a bind right now.
He just debuted a new single
yeah.
called Feel. It's really good.
Yeah.
Check it out. Heavy Metal on Spotify.
So Dead Throne, go check them
Dead
out.
Throne.
Yep. You can check his Twitter at Pangalactic if you want to go find out some more about Chris. The rest of you, by all means, go ahead and do your little spiel.
Go ahead,
I
Kev.
feel okay. Kevin Hit here. Thanks again for coming, you guys. You can find me Kevin_Hit at Twitter, where you can find me writing articles about video games and esports. And if you didn't know, I think if I'm not mistaken, Chris, I think Matt Mercer and the crew actually went to the Luxor at the esports arena and had a D&D session. I want to say it was last week.
Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they're kind of, if you don't know, they're kind of, there's this crossover between like esports and Dungeons and Dragons, and it's pretty cool. So I will start writing about stuff like that going forward. But if you, again, Kevin_Hit at Twitter, and you can find me as I'm the editor-in-chief at vpesports.com. So with that, I'll leave it to the rest of you.
Hi, I'm MK.
Hi.
Well, I hope to see you guys next week live.
You're just unconscious. You're not dead. You're not dead.
I'm dead.
I have more healing. You're not dead.
You can find me on Twitter at Music Combat. I also stream on Twitch. That is my main thing that I do. And my Twitch is MK is the best. That's twitch.tv/MK is the best. If you want to see me play some video games and goof around, I recently played a game called... Oh, I can't pronounce it. Okay. I recently played a really interesting surrealist game that touches a lot on the video gaming industry and how the people who make games are treated, usually very poorly. So if you want to come by and see that, come on by. Twitch.tv/MK is the best.
Bring your own acid. Just say. Hi, I'm Christina Sid. I am on Twitter at GreekSid. You can see me here on Saturdays. Woohoo! Like today. You can see me on Encounter Roleplay on Sundays for a really cool Young Heroes of Fate game. That's at 5 o'clock Eastern on Encounter Roleplay. And on Tuesdays, you can see me on Gratuitous RP. That is at, I will get this right because they're probably in chat, 9 o'clock Eastern. There we go. It's 8 o'clock for me, 9 o'clock for them. And that's a pretty cool homebrew D&D 5e game as well. So come check me out.
I guess that brings it to me. So I've been Sabrick, I've been your Dungeon Master, I've been your best friend. Sure. So you can find me
Silence.
on the Twitches, you can find me on the Twitters, pretty much any social media at Sabrick, except Facebook, because fuck Facebook.
Okay.
Don't really have too much going on right now. Got a couple little emergencies going on with the group, so we'll make it short and sweet. And I actually have to go to work now, so fun. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for now. Appreciate all the bits you guys have given today.
Thank you guys.
Super
That was
awesome. Thanks for stopping by. So tomorrow we'll come back, or tomorrow, god damn it.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Next week
Coming
we'll be
tomorrow,
back.
right?
Tomorrow,
Oh, man.
next week we'll be
Every
back.
day.
Next week we'll be back, and we'll see what happens to Califrus.
Calibers will live. I have healing.
So
Oh,
thanks
man.
for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hard hands. So we'll see you all next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.